Hey guys, thank you for tuning into this video. Rush from Opt 7 here. In today's video, we're going to show you how to install the quantum rock lights on this 2018 Toyota 4Runner. We're going to walk you through the whole process, including wiring and mounting the rock lights as needed for each wheel well. So let's get right into it.
We begin the quantum rock light installation by opening the hood. Once the hood has been opened, please locate the fuse box. The fuse box is often located near the battery. Removing the cover to the fuse box will expose all the fuses for the vehicle. Flipping the cover over will give us a diagram of the functions for each fuse. Once we've located a fuse that we would like to tap into, we can grab or add a fuse connector. Selecting the right size is extremely important to have a proper connection to the fuse box. Once you have the right size selected, go ahead and remove a fuse from your fuse panel. We then reinsert our fuse into our add a fuse connector. Make sure it's securely in there and replace the add a fuse connector into the fuse location. After successfully adding a fuse to our fuse panel, we can proceed to wiring. Now it's time to mount our control box. The control box can be mounted in many different locations, but it's preferred that it's mounted near the battery and the fuse panel, as it will need a connection to both of them. Now it's time to attach our positive and negative power connections. The positive will be attached to our add a fuse connector that we installed inside the fuse box, and the negative will be attached to the negative battery terminal. Once we have these two connections attached and secured in place, we can then connect power to our control box. To mount the rock lights, begin by cleaning the surface where you plan to mount them. So wipe the surface down and make sure there is no dirt or debris left behind, as this will affect the 3M adhesive that holds the rock light in place. Once you've thoroughly cleaned the surface, go ahead and apply the 3M adhesive and make sure it's pressed down tightly. Now we can go ahead and remove the backing for the 3M adhesive. Once the backing has been removed, we can go ahead and install our first quantum rock light. Be sure to center the rock light on the 3M adhesive strip and then firmly press it into place to make sure that you have a proper connection between the adhesive and the rock light. Once that's completed, we can proceed to wiring, plugging in the rock light into an extension wire, and then routing the extension wire up through the fender to the control box. Now it's time to replicate the process to the rear end of the vehicle. We start off by cleaning the fender liner very well to make sure there is no dust or debris left behind. Once the area has been cleaned, we can go ahead and attach our 3M adhesive. Be sure to press the 3M adhesive into place firmly. We then remove the backing to the 3M adhesive and attach our quantum rock light. Now it's time to wire the rock light. We connect our extension cable and then run it along the frame of the vehicle, using zip ties where necessary to securely hold it in place. Once at the front end of the vehicle, we're going to run it up through the fender and into the engine bay. Once in the engine bay, we're going to go ahead and zip tie our wire away from any moving objects in the engine bay to avoid any damage to the wire. We then connect it to our control box and make sure our water seal is nice and tight to avoid any water damage. And that's going to conclude our quantum rock light installation.
Alrighty guys, so that's going to go ahead and conclude our rock light installation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, make sure you leave a like on it. If you're new to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and enjoy these product shots of the quantum rock lights.